Welcome to LadyGang Cookie. I am here with Jack and Kelty, and this is Becca.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
I just got a message from one of our biggest fans. She's one of the biggest top makeup groomers in the game. She does all the men, Marissa. She does Chase Stokes. She does the Jonas Brothers. She does everyone. She travels around the world. She makes men better men.
Gorgeous.
She's a longtime LadyGang fan. And
Hi,
she wrote me
Marissa.
this. She wrote me this morning, and she goes, "Hey, listening to the pod, heard you talking about peeing down your leg. I thought I was good to go too because I'm not having children. Turns out it happens to everyone."
Yeah.
On an episode, I have mentioned lately that just pee is coming out. I'm ready for my poise. Depends. Lisa Rinna ad, when you're ready, world.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't matter if your vagina got raptured by a child coming out of it or if you kept her pristine.
Yeah.
Pee is
Well,
the pee is gonna dribble.
Your muscles, just as you get older, they all start atrophying.
I know.
But I also want to do a public service announcement to women who breastfed their children and they think that's why their titties are saggy. No, that's also just age.
Yeah, my titties
yeah.
are saggy too, and I have no tits.
Mine have been saggy for years.
Okay, but like I was not a saggy titty person. I was like, they're like relatively small. I didn't even know these could sag.
I didn't even know gravity could get her.
I didn't either. Like I can now, if I am topless, I think I could hold a pencil under my boobs.
Me
I'm
too.
gonna try right now.
Me too.
Oh, wait, no, there's not enough boob.
Hold on.
I don't have a pencil.
I just can't
I have a
believe how
paintbrush.
saggy they are.
Oh my god!
You got it? Oh my god, me too. Oh my god, I can do it.
I can do it.
It's so okay. So
I
ladies,
don't have enough boob. There's
ladies,
not
just
enough.
don't
Yeah.
feel bad. Is what I'm saying. Don't feel bad, and it happens to all of us. Just peeing down your leg and saggy titties, whether or not you had a baby. So don't resent that baby. For
You know
one
what?
More second.
Yeah.
You guys,
Don't
aging
resent that baby.
is a gift. Let's
It
just
is a
remind
gift.
ourselves.
It is such a gift.
Yep.
true.
Okay, today we are doing unpopular opinions. We've done this before on LadyGang. We're doing it again because the LadyGang Facebook group is wild. I do want to say, and I'm just calling Facebook out. So every week on the LadyGang, we get an email that has all the ads that we could possibly, like brand partners. Like this is people that are like putting
Interested
out
in
interested
doing ads.
parties. And times we say no. We're like, that's not a brand that we use, or like we love this, so we can't do this. Like we're pretty intense about our brands. We got a brand from Facebook. I'm just calling them out.
Yeah.
And if you hear an ad for Facebook, just know that we said yes and we took that money. But they were like, Facebook has a new ad campaign coming to make Facebook cool again. And I giggled so hard about this. Like Meta's trying to make Facebook cool. I was like, Facebook's always been cool in the LadyGang. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why they just didn't come to us directly to be like, thank you for keeping Facebook alive. The
Literally.
only reason I have a Facebook is
For LadyGang.
for LadyGang. That's it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the only reason. I would not have one. I don't need crazy third cousins writing me messages on Facebook that have found me. I mean, it is how I connect with my sister. So thank you so much, Facebook. But anyway, okay. The LadyGang Facebook group is alive and well.
Yeah.
Number one. Now, I don't appreciate you being anonymous, but I'm going to read your comment anyway. Anonymous525 says, French tip manicures belong in the early 2000s. They are ugly. And then Christina said, OMG, I will absolutely not accept any slander on French manicures. And then Ashlyn said, French manicures are okay in some instances, like a wedding. That's okay. French pedicures, get the hell out. And then Anonymous914 said, throw out the square nails too. Now, as a podcast that was almost canceled in the year 2017 for saying we didn't accept blue nails.
Oh my God. Remember the turquoise nail polish?
It was, people were like, go to hell, girls. I'll wear blue nail. We're like, do whatever you want. I want to just say,
That
do
was so
whatever you
funny.
want. This is not meant to be a fight. But what do we think about a French manicure?
Well, number one, as somebody who had a square tipped, actually duckbill French tip manicure in the past in my youth. Yeah. So, I mean, I love it. I love a French tip. I think it's a little bit of a classic. Honestly, if you want to go square, when you want to go really millennial, do it for Lady World. It'll be perfect.
Great idea.
That's such a good idea. I feel exactly the same. I can't sit there for any longer. Like you get two.
I don't know how people do art. I'm like, even
the Cynthia Revo, when she was like, it takes 5 hours to do my nails. And I was like, what are you doing during these 5 hours? Are you cutting off your fingers? dropping them off and picking them back up. Like,
Yes.
I don't understand. What are you doing at that time? Because it's
can't.
loud. I would use it to do work or calls. I guess if you had an assistant, you could roll calls or whatever. But like, it's loud.
Well, she's definitely having an at-home manicure.
Yeah.
But
Sure, but for what are you doing for 5 hours,
I
even
can't.
at home?
I could lay there and watch something on TV. Not 5 hours though. That would be very hard.
Oh my God.
That would
No.
be too hard.
And they don't even last.
I tried for a minute, like not that Hailey Bieber invented it, but there was like the round tip French manicure where it was just a little bit of white on the tip. And I tell you, I felt sexy with it,
Mm.
but I'm not paying the extra $35 for that.
No.
I don't need, there's
It's the
other ways
time.
that $35 can make me feel sexy.
Time is money.
Okay, anonymous member. You guys are so anonymous. Anonymous member 222. I hate Thanksgiving.
You know what? No, sorry. About the anonymous, this is a gripe. I think that we need to stop being anonymous on Facebook unless it's like the reason why I feel like we started doing the anonymous posting is for somebody that had like a vulnerable question.
Yeah.
We don't need to be anonymous for saying you don't like a French tip manicure.
But I like that because they don't need to be attacked.
I guess. But that's
You know?
not, well,
Why
I
do we
guess
need to
the
know who it
turquoise
is
nails.
saying it? You know?
Well,
Why
but
do
then
we
it
need
just
to
kind of
know?
turns the Facebook group into Reddit. Because that's what
Which
Reddit's
is
just
great.
Which is great. It could
know.
be the biggest thing in the world.
Right, I
Jack,
guess.
there's a girl named Jack in our group who spells her name the
Nope.
same.
Nope.
J-A-C.
There's only one.
Yep. Anyway, Anonymous says, I hate Thanksgiving. And then Jack, J-A-C, agreed. And then Kelsey says, I split my forehead open when I was 2 and hated it ever since. Trauma dump. Anyway, Thanksgiving.
I dislike it as well.
I love it.
Me too. I think it's the best holiday of the year.
That
I
is
just,
so weird.
I'm thinking about it right now because I won't allow myself to like indulge in the Thanksgiving meal until Thanksgiving because it's like something to really look up to because it's the best meal of the year.
The pecan pie, the pumpkin pie. The problem is American Thanksgiving. Canadian Thanksgiving is just so much better.
Why?
Canadian Thanksgiving happens in October, and it really splits up the fall season. So September, October starts to get cold. It's pumpkin spice. It's getting ready. Then you have a nice little family meal with pies, and if you're a meat eater, the turkey and the mashed potatoes. And then you have the rest of October, all of November, all of December to be in Christmas mode. It's a perfect fall. In America,
But
you
wait,
guys,
what date? What date is it? Is
it's
it
the
close
second
to?
Sunday of October.
Oh, okay.
So, and
But
then,
that's spooky season.
so then in
You can't use spooky season, the term, in an earnest way. I just want you to know that. And
Yes,
that's
I can.
exactly what you
Jack's
just
like,
did.
now that I'm a homeowner,
No,
Jack,
it's-
actually, I'm surprised. It's August. You don't have your,
My big
Skeleton?
skelly.
isn't Skelly's not
No,
out yet?
spooky season starts October 1st.
Okay.
And then Christmas season starts November 1st. That's how it goes.
Okay, someone
Weird.
said, "Ooh, Jack, I feel like Kayla's coming for you. Camping sucks. To be clear, I love being outside. I love fires, flame cooked hot dogs, and drinking outside with my friends. I also want to go home and sleep in a bed and use a real toilet, not spending a ton of money to have no toilet."
I love camping.
Love it so much. I'm going soon.
But I get it. If you are a sensitive sleeper, you need a good mattress, and you wake up in the middle of the night a bunch to pee. I could see there being some dislikes.
But I have those things. But it's like that's the funnest, the most fun part of camping is just like the uncomfortableness and like really leaning into the nature of it all. And it's like, will a bear just rip your tent open and eat you alive? Maybe, but like
Ooh.
that's part of the
allure.
appeal.
Will I be squatting and pee on my shoes and then get a bug bite on my butthole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, this is big. Nice carpet in bedrooms over hardwood.
I have to say, the fanciest people I know
I know.
in my life, they've got some plush ass carpet in their bedrooms, and I envy it.
That's the only way you can do it though.
It's got to be nice.
It's
If
being
you're
really
so
rich.
rich that you have someone vacuuming it every day,
Mhm.
and second of
Cleaning
all,
it.
you can deep clean it or replace it every 2 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You have to be
yes.
that rich. You can't be our level of rich, which is
No.
like I can get a new rug from Rugs USA every 2 years
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
with a 40% off Memorial Day sale, which is what I do.
Same.
Thank you so much. And you choose a speckled rug so that you won't see the dirt
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Gotta have a pattern.
I do feel that okay.
Not in a hotel. I mean, when a hotel room has carpet floor, it
Oh my God. Even worse. Airports.
yeah.
Why are we
Oh,
doing
I
carpet
know.
in
I know.
airports? It
Is it like a
blows my mind.
I think it has to do with slipping because
I
people
think
are
it does.
lugging stuff, heavy stuff, and I think of elderly people on like a slippy floor. That's a lot of for as somebody whose grandmother fell down at the airport and like busted her whole leg open. I do think that they are catering toward people that are less able-bodied at an airport.
But
I
no,
could
but
be wrong.
I mean, it probably is for slipping, but it's not like carpeted airports have carpet everywhere. It's just in select areas. So it's like, but then you can slip over here
Yeah,
in
you're
the
just rolling along and then you got to drag your suitcase because someone gave us a high density carpet.
But is it in
on
cold?
a hill,
But
on
pay
a
attention to
incline.
where it is. It could be the carpet could be closer to the outdoors, as you get close to an exit. And it's like if it snows, then
No.
people are walking in and tracking it in. I think there's got to be a rhyme or a reason because I agree. It is so bizarre with rolling bags why they have carpet. But I do think,
It hurts.
yeah, it's hard.
It's hard.
Okay, Becca, I have no idea what this is. This might cause a fight. Olivia says gentle parenting is an epidemic because most people don't do it right.
Yeah.
Jessica says 100% agree. Gentle parenting is really authoritative parenting done wrong and turned into permissive parenting. I have no idea what any
Passive.
of this means.
I do. So gentle parenting is this whole movement because kids like you should they say that you should acknowledge your kids' feelings and validate their feelings and like if they act out, some people think that you just gentle parenting means like not disciplining them. But it's a mixture of like tough love. It's like it's like very firm but loving and like you acknowledge your kid. But I know so many people who are just lazy parents and
Yeah.
also people who don't feel comfortable being mean to their kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. It's really, really, now that I have a kid who's older and like I actually have to discipline, it is super hard to be mean to your kid sometimes. But you need to be, not mean, but like,
Yeah.
hey, that was not okay. Or
Yeah.
like, firm. But yeah, there's just lazy parents that are, and there's people that are just like, I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to crush their spirit. I don't want to dim their light.
But then
Zach
the kid
is
always thinks they're going to grow up thinking that their opinion is the only one that matters and they're
Exactly.
always right.
They're
Like,
dicks and they have no respect for authority and no
Right.
respect for, I mean, Zach is very much like a around and find out parent. He's like, this is how I was raised. There's no like, I know you don't want to do this right now. There's like, no, this is what we do.
Yeah.
So like going to bed at night, I'm really a pussy about it. I'm like, oh, he wants me to lay with him. He's lonely. Zach's like, no, Ford, this is what people do at night. This is what everybody does at night. This is what a human does. You go to sleep at night. And he's like, okay. And it works. He listens to Zach.
Yeah.
It's
No,
just,
I do kind of think like the fear of a parent is maybe a little bit okay. Like I have no idea and I'm not having kids so I can't judge, but like I was kind of scared of both of my parents growing up. I mean, I turned out like successful but psycho, but like I do think there's something to be said about like I knew that if I didn't come home on time at my curfew that I was going to be grounded and I knew that I didn't swear and I knew that I called I was respectful and I knew that I had to get good grades and I knew like especially when I was a kid, like I knew if I swore, I mean, I don't know if this is child abuse, but like my parents would wash my mouth out with soap, soap or Tabasco in the mouth. Like I definitely got spanked with a spoon. I think you're not allowed to do that anymore. But like I also had like a respect and a fear of adults, like, which I think is okay. Like I know my mom was a teacher for many years and she, towards the end of her career, and she was like over it by that time, but she was like this amazing teacher. She won all these awards. Like people still will write me literally on Facebook and be like, your mom was my 5th grade teacher. And like, I've never forgotten her. She was like one of those teachers.
Yeah.
But like in her last few years, she was like, you literally can't say anything to kids. Like you can't be like, hey, if you like, you can't fuck around and find out because then they're like, I'm going to tell my mom.
Yeah.
And then the mom comes in and is like, well, why did you send Susie out to the hall? She felt sad about it. And you're like, because your kid was misbehaving. Like you got to have discipline. Life is discipline.
I see it a lot like with kids now as they get older, the ones that have been gently parented. basically the parents have just justified all their bad behavior.
Yeah.
So they're like, you were uncomfortable, so of course you acted out. And then I watch these 7 and 8-year-olds manipulate their parents and everyone around them, and it's like they want to behave badly, and so they know if they say like, well, I was feeling anxious, then they can. It's like creating little psychopaths.
Yeah.
Like it's so manipulative, and kids are so much smarter than we're giving them credit for. It's like, yeah, sometimes your feelings are valid, but sometimes you got to suck it the up because we're all doing it.
This is my thing. You actually aren't really allowed, unless you host a podcast, to have feelings in the real world. Like when I go to work, like for the majority of humans,
in your like private time.
You have feelings in your private time. When you go home, like when you're a PA at my show and I come into the hallway to grab my script to take it to the voiceover booth, I'm sure you're lovely, Sam. When I say, how are you today? I want you to say, I'm great. How are you? You're not allowed to have feelings, Sam. You're a PA. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
and it goes both ways. You don't bring your feelings either.
Exactly. Well, I don't have feelings, but if I did, I wouldn't bring them. But I'm just saying, like, the professional world does not have time to coddle you.
That's the problem, I think.
I know, but like, Emma, that lady got canceled on the podcast for being like, your feelings and your family are not my problem. Remember?
Who?
Emma Greed or whatever, who made Good American. She was on a podcast and she was like, your personal time is not, she was like, what are you scared of when you hire someone? And she was like, if I'm in an interview with someone and they say something like, what's your take on work-life balance? She's like, I know they're not the person for me. And I was like, me too. Like I felt seen by her. But then, I know. And then she got canceled because
work-life balance.
She's a heavy-handed. She was just like, your work-life balance is not my problem as an employer. Like that's you get the job and then you figure out how to balance it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to say, every second Friday, like, yeah, those are benefits. Sure. But like figuring out when you find time to work out or like see your like, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a job. But anyway, this is why I can't be a parent. Cause I would literally be the meanest. And that's probably why kids hate me.
They just pick up on the vibes.
Speaking of parents, I do want to give one thing for the dog parents. She says, I hate when parents or dog parents called going to the bathroom washroom potty. I also hate the word potty.
Yeah. Potty for Ford, potty for Barbara. What am I supposed to say? Potty. What am I supposed to say to Barbara?
Bathroom?
Go to the bathroom? That's not a bathroom. That's a lawn.
Go take a piss.
That's gross.
The Australian Catherine says, I'm going to the bathroom or I'm going to the toilet. No adult, teenager, or child would ever say, I need to go potty. It's so weird. Yeah, it is.
It is weird. I agree.
A 3-year-old saying potty?
No, an adult.
Oh, an adult. Yeah, that's like, but me saying it to Ford, I'll be like, hey, do you need to go potty?
But at what age are you going to stop saying potty?
Here's why.
What age do you switch from potty?
I have no idea. I'm not there yet. Here's why. Because if you're basically just trying to make everything easier. When he goes to school, most kids are thinking like you want to give them the terminology that most parents and kids and teachers and all the
parents are using washroom.
Yeah.
Nobody's using washroom.
His teacher's going to look at him and they're not that smart yet. So his teacher's going to look at him and be like, Ford, do you need to go potty? And he's like, I don't know what potty is, but where's your washroom? Like, what? No.
Where's the water closet in this establishment?
No, everyone relax.
Last thing, Katie says, Love Actually isn't that great of a movie.
Agreed.
I haven't
People
seen it quite some
went
time.
feral on that post.
I know. It is so triggering for a lot of people. Activating, I shall say.
Activating.
Anonymous member, I'm going to read a couple. Kevin Hart is not funny.
Disagree.
Marvel and Star Wars movies suck.
That's ridiculous. Kevin Hart on the roast of Tom Brady is wonderful. Go back and look. Do your work. Continue.
Oh.
Sorry.
The word panties is foul, not sexy. If someone told me to take off my panties, I would get up and leave after I puked.
Absolutely. Why is it so creepy?
Oh, I hate a panty. Okay.
I hate a panty.
All right. Someone said I hate Christmas and that dog ladies are the new cat ladies. I don't want to see a picture of your vacation. I don't want to see a picture of your baby. I also don't want to see a picture of a sunset. Oh my God.
Agreed.
Melissa.
Agreed on all fronts, Melissa. Also, my unpopular opinion is why do people put the weight and length of their baby when it's born? I don't know why. I don't know why I need to know your kid was 19 inches long.
That's actually a really good point.
I don't need a visual of 19 inches exiting your vagina. Like, I don't need, why are we doing it? So you're like, look at me. I pushed out a 9-pound baby. Like, why? It's so weird. I still can't remember how much Ford weighed or how long he was. I truly don't remember.
Long.
He was long. On that note, thanks for coming. We weren't here for a long time. We were here for a good time.
Unpopular time.